Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for actually a pretty old video. This was actually from the 21st of November of 2017, hence the not sound mod. I was originally a long time ago going to use this as my first good battle in the Chieftain Mark 10, but I had that during the first 10 and I just never really did anything with this because it was just kind of sitting there. So I'm kind of cleaning out the folder a little bit, but it is, of course, I sort of spoiled things a little bit there by telling you it was going to be the first good battle video for the Chieftain Mark 10, but you'll see, it's a pretty good fight overall. So as usual on Normandy, we come down to the B point, hold up, wait for anybody else who's coming, aim up right along the seawall here, expecting to see somebody. I fired a test shot just to see if anybody was going to be... Maybe I could just barely arc one over the wall, although it was a little short. Nobody else seemed to be coming, so pulled in, started the cap, checked the teams quick, fighting Russia and Germany. Big shock there. And just kind of line up the old APDS over the seawall again, waiting for anybody to show up over there and try to take a pot shot at us and B.
We've captured most of the strategic...
Got the cap, fired a shot to kind of discourage anyone coming after us. Naturally, an Object 120 shows up, promptly sets our M60A1 on fire. And the best I can kind of do is sit there and wait to see his face show up again. Presumably, he was just peeking around the corner. Never mind, he was a T-62. But unfortunately, our M60A1 did not have FPE yet, so I sat and waited for the T-62 to pop his face out again, but between the artillery and all the other explosions coming, I decided instead to reverse out of here and move up and join the fight up at the A point. After one last little pot shot at him that was a little too low and a little too left. So the best I can really do is mark him there, and as I'm getting ready to slowly turn in place and head back upwards towards A, the hostile team starts capturing B. Now I can't see anybody here in B, which means they're definitely down below, and then of course the KPZ-70 who's capping just sort of straight up reveals himself, and there's another KPZ-70 coming behind him, so now I've got myself a fight. Aim for the one-shot kill on the first KPZ-70, knock him out. Take a relatively harmless hit from the second KPZ-70, and then knock him out as well. Thankfully, all he did was take out my track. If he'd got my breach, or my gunner, or my turret rotation, or pretty much anything else, he probably would have had his way with me there, but at least it was a good 2 quick kills with the Chieftain Mark 10. Now, obviously, there's an Object 120 right on our M551 here. So I'm going to get back into the B point and recapture it, and then wait for the Object 120 to come down and fight us, because he really can't do anything about us from up there recapping the B point. He can try to come after us if he wants to, but he can't really stop us from taking B from up there. He doesn't have artillery. Not much else he can really do. So I'm kind of waiting for the M551 to get down here and join me, assuming he can repair and get down here. His name was actually JJT, not JTT, but I just looked at it real quick. And he's moving on in. He jumps in the cap. And we start taking the B point back. So, pretty obviously, there's somebody down there being hit down along the beach. It's an RU-251. And as I'm backing up to try and get a sight on him, I can't quite depress the gun the way I want. So we're going to push forward since the seawall is still relatively open up there. And our RU-251 sort of shows himself a little bit.
Attack the A point.
And I can afford to just sit and wait on him to pop up again, as we've got a 1-for-1 cap circle situation going on right now. Patience, Orange. Patience. But Orange, there are so many other targets driving around. Like that T-55 that got killed right before I shot. But apparently the RU-251 didn't see me shoot and he didn't move, so I'm gonna relocate, spot myself an RU-251, and wait for him to show himself again. There he is. And he totally does not see me. Now if I can just get the turret turned fast enough, that'll be kill number 3 for the Chieftain Mark 10. And lo and behold, down low to the left, there's another target. And there's kill number 4. Nobody up high on the beach. Somebody firing down here. It's a Gepard. He's already taken out at least 2 of our aircraft. So I'd like to put an end to that. So while I would rather be up capturing the A point, I'm certainly not going to let a nice juicy SPAA escape down low here when he's all by himself. And I've got fantastic APDS rounds that are great for unarmored SPAA. They're not so great against Soviet tanks, but unarmored SPAA, oh, APDS all day. So there's an ace battle just that fast in the Chieftain Mark 10, and I'm continuing up the beach. Slowly, of course, because I'm in a Chieftain after all. And I'm driving uphill, on soft terrain. All my favorite combinations.
Attention to the designated grid square. Roger that.
So they're taking A. We've got 3 guys left close to A. One of them is marking somebody off to the right side of A, so as I'm moving up, I'm keeping my eye that way. And kind of keeping my eyes towards the left for anybody reinforcing coming from their spawn, of course, because it would be silly not to look that way. They've captured the A point. I see somebody driving up here in front of me. It's a BSU-57. And my gun inexplicably just cranks upwards as my tank is turning over the front corner and he gets wiped out. That could have easily been my 6th kill if I'd have got the shot that I had aimed right before I pulled the trigger. But for whatever reason, the gun turned a little bit and jumped up and fired into the sky. And we roll into the capture point. We start taking it back. Sweep around as much as I can, trying to spot any enemies that are left near the A point. And I'm pretty much alone, so trying to ask the team where this T-55 is that just killed our guys at A, or near A. And not getting any sort of immediate response. And then I get killed by a T-62. Which I'm sure nobody from our team knew he was there. But still, not a bad start with the Chieftain Mark 10. So, time to come back in my Chieftain Mark 5. An IL-28 goes by at low altitude. I wasn't able to get the main gun on him, but I was able to fire some machine gun rounds at him for all the good they were going to do. And then put artillery behind the guy that was being shown up on the minimap, who was the T-62, who was already dead. So all my artillery is really going to do there is just stop my M68-1 from going forward very quickly, or make him go forward real quickly. Didn't have a very good sight line on the IL-28 to fire at him there, so I ended up just holding my fire. I would have dearly loved to have taken him down, cut him in half with a APDS round, but I'm also expecting spawn campers at any second, so I'm keeping my ammo ready. As we plod our way in towards the city,
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
and our team takes the 8-point back, so not bad work there, fellas. So I'm, of course, getting ready to move towards the C point as I take hits from a ZSU-57 from my left. I get a real good hit on him, set him on fire, knock out his gunner, knock out a loader, damage his track, deploy my FPE, and then it's just a matter of waiting for my gun to reload, as I also lost quite a bit of my crew. I managed to kill him before my teammate sniped him out from under me, and then just had to wait for the repair. And there was kill number 6 of the battle. I did thank the guy for contributing to the kills, because he was actually going to kill the ZSU-57 if I didn't. And while I certainly wanted the kill there, I also just wanted the ZSU-57 dead. I still haven't gotten any answer about where the T-55 was from earlier.
Attention to the map.
At least somebody did finally answer me there, after I asked for the second or third time. So we've got enemy markings on the map. I fire artillery at it to try and support my teammate over there, even though I don't know exactly what he's marking. But whatever it was, I hit it. And I'm still just creeping my way up towards the C point here. Going for the final capture point, which is, contrary to popular belief, not the enemy spawn. This poor horse, it's so dead, but I just keep beating on it. But there is an IS-4 over here taking our dudes out, so I guess I'll go help them with him, because after all, it's an IS-4. The T-95 can get it, but it's going to be tough. And then the T-95 did get it, as well as the 94KM ZIS truck that I had damaged with my artillery, but somehow not killed with artillery. So I'm now detouring away from their spawn because, like I said, not my objective. And, again, for the third time, attempting to roll up towards the C point. We've now got air overhead, which isn't bad. Our T-95E1 just got killed that I left alone back by their spawn, but really, I mean, right about now, I'm just looking at the tickets thinking, okay, I'm just going to go and find this T-54 now and just let the tickets bleed out. I'm also the last guy left alive, so I'm going to stay closer to A than going for C, and just make sure that we continue the ticket bleed on towards the enemy team right now. So pull him up here for the ambush, and there he is. Do not get the hit I really want. I took out his gunner, which is fine, and hurt his loader pretty badly, which made him run away around the corner. Although, of course, I'm driving a Chieftain yet again, so naturally, nothing doing on the speed. But we are at least going to win here, right as my reload is finally still not happening. But, all things told, it was still a pretty good battle. 6 kills, 1 assist, 2 captures, a first place, and a victory. Hard to call that a bad battle. So there you have it. 35,000 lions. A little bit of extra research from some talismans. First place, as we said. Just barely being outscored by the first place guy on the other team. There's all the awards. And there's the kill feed. And that will do it for today. Thank you all for stopping by and checking this one out. Have a great day, everyone, and take care.